I'm joined now by Bernhard Bauhofer. He's the founder of Sparring Partners, which specializes in reputational management. Bernhard, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Is
Good morning.
Strauss-Kahn's reputation in tatters now?
I fear yes, and the markets around the world show that this tarnished reputation now is impacting the markets around the globe. Mr. Strauss-Kahn is a sad example and proof for Warren Buffett's famous quote, "It takes years to build up a reputation and only a fraction of time to destroy it." Unfortunately, I think that his great reputation for being the architect of resolving the Euro debt crisis is now being tarnished, and he won't be able to fulfill this role in the future.
If the allegations are proven to be untrue, how would you go about managing the upheaval or the upgrade of his reputation?
But as experience shows, it takes, especially in the U.S. courts, and they take much longer to prove if allegations are wrong or right. So we see lots of time going down the road now, and in the time is exactly that what has been needed now in the IMF roles within the EU debt crisis. So it's very important for the IMF to act fast to resolve the crisis and demonstrate leadership. And it will take a long time for Mr. Strauss-Kahn to show that he is right and his reputation is okay. But it will be a long way to restore his reputation, his credibility within the global financial industry.
So that means that his presidential aspirations are now behind him?
I would certainly say so. But the French public shouldn't be so much shocked as it has a long tradition of alleged corruption in the political system. So, but it shows that the political career is very much pushed and depending on the media. And the pictures which went around the world on the weekend really makes this political career, from my point of view, impossible for Mr. Strauss-Kahn.
Does this damage the reputation of the IMF, Bernhard, and the way that it chooses its leader? Because, I mean, as we know, traditionally it's a European that heads up the IMF. It's an American that heads up the World Bank. We know that China, Mexico, other countries have lobbied for a change in the way that the head of the IMF is chosen. Does this highlight the need for changes in that process?
I would certainly say so. Mr. Strauss-Kahn has had some problems in the past in alleged abuse of power and sexual harassment. And the IMF leadership should have really implemented his code of conduct also on this top level. Mr. Strauss-Kahn, if you say so, was a loose gun in that sense. And one could have expected that another event would happen, which happened on the weekend. So the IMF is very well advised to really set up a strong code of conduct and make sure that this has been implemented throughout the whole organization, and which is also supported by the entire world.
Okay, Bernhard, we'll leave it there, but thank you very much for joining us today. Bernhard
Thank you.
Bauhofer there from Sparring Partners.